Hey guys, welcome back to the Taste of Sport channel. Today we are going to be doing a NBA MVP race type deal. We both have our top 5 picks.
And honourable mentions. I have 2.
JD has 2 honourable mentions, I have 1. So, starting off, my honourable mention is...
Do I win?
Yes.
Stupid early. Sorry,
Jokic.
Yeah, it's stupid. Sort of felt it.
Bro, like, he's so super hot, what do you mean?
Stupid. He was always stupid. I hate watching him play basketball.
Best centre in the league.
Right.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Need a centre that does more than just block, bro.
Yeah, Carolina Towns can't play defense at all.
Okay.
Can't play defense at all. You said more than it, can't do even. That's what I want. I got Wendell Carter. Yeah.
Almost averaging a how far is he off a triple double?
I'd say 2 assists off it, I'd guess. 3 assists off it, I'd guess.
3 assists.
I'm absolute god.
He's averaging 6.9 assists. 20 points and 10 rebounds.
20 yeah, but some nights he gets like 6
Bro,
points.
he's so silky though. He's so satisfying to watch as well.
That's because his team is built really
Plus
well.
minus a 4.1.
No one cares.
Everyone cares about plus minus. It's key. It's a key part.
My honourable mentions are 1. I want to put him as MVP, but he's not quite there. But his team, he's made his team.
So he dropped all the way down to honourable mention.
Yeah, Jimmy
Okay.
Butler.
I mean, yeah.
Because his team's
that's
doing
fair.
so well. He's got
That's
20 points, 6. I think it's almost 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And
You
their
want to put him as MVP just because you feel so good for him.
and because his team is doing so much better with him there.
Yeah.
It's just, he's one player they added this season,
Yeah.
and they got so much
Yeah.
better.
That's
Well, obviously
true,
got Taylor Hero and stuff, but still, he was the main piece.
Yeah.
And like they're now the 4th seed from missing the playoffs last year, but they still missed it.
It's nice to see a good player on a team that makes a huge difference and the whole team is really good rather than a good player added to a team and the team is still really bad but he's really good. Like Trae Young, for example.
Yeah, like Butler was the only one who didn't go. He didn't go ring chasing whatsoever. He went to a place he
Yeah.
wanted to go. He wanted to go to Miami,
Yeah.
the city, and the team, and he went there. They had no superstars.
And he brought
there.
like a whole style of basketball.
Yeah, like the way he plays is because the way he wanted to play. The Timberwolves didn't like the way they did it.
Yeah.
The Sixers couldn't handle it either because it's all too soft. While there's
I
Bam,
suppose he kind of brought the Chicago style of play with him. The old Chicago style of play.
the old Tom Thibodeau. That's the best thing. Like, and then he's just made them so much better. As one player, I think he deserves. He's not going to be in the conversation because his stats don't show it,
Yeah.
and the whole team is good. But he's definitely up there. And the other one I have is, because I'm so proud of him, is Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Because he's been so
that's
much
fair
better
enough.
this year.
Yeah.
Because he had his rookie season, he was fantastic. Then last year, Kyrie kind of ruined the whole situation in Boston. And now this year with Kemba, Jason, and Jaylen Brown are all almost averaging 20 points.
Yeah. It's like Kemba has allowed that team to blossom.
They look happy. They look like they're friends.
Yeah.
When Kyrie's there, they didn't look like they're enjoying themselves.
Tatum looked like he didn't want to play basketball last year.
Yeah, and he's guys like his 3-point shooting's up to 38% now. Like his rookie season, he was unbelievable. Last year, for some reason, he went.
Wasn't he supposedly supposed to be the next LeBron James?
They're all
And then
like
he
that.
had the last
They're all like
season.
that.
That was terrible.
Andrew Wiggins was,
Okay.
and so was
Yeah. That's a different story
who
altogether.
else was there? Andrew Wiggins. Ben McLemore was also one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No.
I want to put him in there.
Jason Tatum's super hot this year. So.
Yes, and so are the Celtics.
And he just, was it 47, 49 against the Clippers? Just for the last game before the All-Star break?
39.
Oh, was it? I thought it was
Yeah,
49.
30. He never keeps going because, like I said, they have Gordon Hayward who's playing better. Kemba Walker's obviously there. Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown is scoring out of his mind.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot better. Now we
And he
actually
still shines. So.
yeah, and now into our actual 5.
So my number 5 is Damian Lillard.
Oh, I wanted him so much higher.
You wanted to put him higher,
Yeah,
or
I wanted to put him higher. Didn't put him higher.
do you have him?
He's
5?
also my 5, yes,
Okay.
because he's the only player in my list on a team whose team aren't in the playoffs at the moment.
Yeah.
The only player.
Which is really just it hurts.
Yeah, because it doesn't
I
make
think
sense how much sports.
Damian Lillard. He is more hot than he has cold games, but I think he is very hot and cold.
His team is very hot and cold as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean as well.
They
Both him and the team though.
They live or die by him,
Yeah.
realistically. Because like Melo kind of he's averaging like 16 points a game, so he's not going to get too far.
Yeah.
You have CJ McCollum, who's I think he's averaging nearly 20, around 20, but like they're not like no team's afraid of them anymore. Because I think the big thing they're missing is I think Nurkic offensively is much better than Sam Whiteside is. Because Sam Whiteside's there for defense, so I think when Nurkic is back, if they make the playoffs, I think he'll make a huge impact in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they make it, because he's a lot better offensively than Whiteside is. But at the moment, it's running through Dame the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't feed anyone in the post because there's no one in the post to do it.
Yep.
So I think they're missing him a lot. So when
I mean, bear in mind as well when I say that Dame has cold games, that's still like 20 points.
yeah,
But it's just nowhere near enough for what the Trailblazers need to actually win games because he is like their carry.
yeah, it's like he's kind of the one because like he had a spell He's probably the best other than James Harden last year. He's one of the best spells we've seen of games where he went 12 games averaging 40 points a game.
Yeah,
it was just insane. He's had
I think when
360
Dame
points.
gets hot, he's the best shooter in the league. Because he just pulls up from anywhere and everywhere he wants. Like in that Lakers game where there was like, 3 or 4 players around him and you couldn't even see him and the ball just like shot out of the group and just straight in.
I think he gets the hottest out of everyone.
And now with Steph Curry not playing, I think it's just by far him.
Oh yeah, when we take Steph out of it, definitely is.
Yeah.
I think he's the most. I suppose you say he's the most dangerous offensively because, like Kobe said before, he can shoot the three, he can shoot the mid range, he can dribble around you, he can get to the rim, he can do everything you want offensively. Defensively is a bit liability, but like his offense, he's averaging 30 points. And
it's so different as well watching, like, if you compare him to James Harden. James Harden, like, he'd put the move on you, get himself open, and then shoot. Whereas Dame just pulls up from wherever he fucking wants.
I think he's better shot, not IQ. I think he takes better shots than James Harden does. Like James, even if he's not open, like Dame will do it when he's in the flow. While James be like, he might jab step you and the player might not move. It's like he gets embarrassed. It's like,
he'll do it anyway. Yeah.
So that's why I think, because obviously James Harden's leading the league in points anyway. But that's because he shoots
so much
more than everyone else. So I think Dame is definitely. So Dave is both of our fives because, like I said, I want to put him higher, but now he's injured, of course, and his team's not doing that well. And that does matter in the MVP race because you have to be good enough to get your team to the playoffs. Yeah, that's just the way it is in fucking NBA.
It's just unfortunate with that team.
4.
So my number 4 is.
Can't be more writing. Got it.
Luka Doncic. I actually had him higher, and then put him down to 4.
You should have him higher.
No.
Yak.
I had him down.
Yak.
28.9 points, 9.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists. When I went through the stats, I thought maybe I should have actually put him higher. Because I kind of decided on the order before I even looked at their stats properly and then would have changed it, but I decided to keep him.
No, I have him not higher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense why you'd have him higher.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He leads that team. He's a walking triple-double.
Yeah, he does a bit of everything.
Him and LeBron, I think, lead the league.
It's just the fact that he came back from his injury, what was he out, 2 weeks?
Roughly, maybe longer? Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
And just continued triple-double.
That's was it. Watch like he's one of like in the league now. It's either you drain threes or you're just at the rack like Giannis. I think he's kind of in between. He doesn't really get to the rim. He can shoot the three, but he's decent defensively and
he's so consistent and does a bit of everything.
Yeah, offensively he's ridiculous. Like his handles, his passing, his vision, everything. He has everything you want.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely he's not going to be MVP this year, but he's definitely a future MVP in the league easily.
100%.
Especially with that team. He's got the team with the Mavs now. They have Porzingis. They have Seth Curry's there. Am I right in saying Seth Curry's there?
Yeah.
Yes. Dwight Powell is there. Like they're built. They're not going to get. I don't think they'll make a playoff run.
Yeah.
I think at the moment they play.
What's really frustrating with that team is that Porzingis can't play with him.
Yeah.
Like when Doncic is out, Porzingis is suddenly like all-star caliber.
I think Porzingis is more the problem I think than Doncic because you see.
Yeah.
The problem with Porzingis is I think he's trying to keep. He can shoot the three, but I think he's trying to keep up with the league of big shooting threes, being stretch bigs. What I think he should be, which is not really, is he has to get into the post while Doncic has the ball. Yeah. Like it shouldn't be you're both playing the high post. Like Doncic, you're the bigger man. Not Doncic. Porzingis, you're the bigger man. You should be inside the paint with the likes of Dwight Powell and all them. And like Maxi Kleber's your stretch big. Leave him out there. You don't need that many stretch bigs. Work around it somewhat. So I think they don't work together because he doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't buy into it, but you can see him. He takes a lot more shots when Doncic is off because obviously he needs to lead the offense. But Doncic is your offense. Yeah. You need to play through him, and that's the way it should be. Yeah. But I don't think he wants to.
It's frustrating that they don't work together because that could be like a really good pairing. But
it could work to their favour in the playoffs, but they won't because I think the moment they play, I think the Nuggets are the 2 seed. So I don't think I think the Nuggets because obviously I think Nuggets defensively are far better than them anyway, and offensively they have it exactly, and they have 8 or 9. They have 8 or 9 guys who will get double digits every game, so I think they're not going to make a playoff run. Yeah. But no, he is. I think Luka's a future MVP at least. Yeah. Trae Young's not far behind him. I would put him in there, but his team is horrendous. Yeah. And he physically can't get any better.
And I think it's with Trae Young, it's scoring. With Luka, it's everything.
Luka's a lot more efficient when it comes to playing. You watch him play, like he's better on. So I think it is better having Luka there.
I think that I want my MVP to have more closer to triple double stats than I'd want, like just points.
I think they're all pretty high up on that. Yeah. My list. I'm seeing my list on a piece of paper. Yeah. I think my 4 is going to be he's a Laker. It's not going to be Sam Lillard. I think he's come to the team this year. I think he's been better defensively. I think he's been better offensively. I think he's carried the team a lot when the old man decides to not show up on the nights. So my 4 is, who I could have put higher. Is he my 4? Yeah. Anthony Davis is my 4.
Yeah.
I think he's having his best offensive year. He's 26 points per game. He's averaging, I think, 9 rebounds, what he has. He might be Defensive Player of the Year. It's between him and Simmons, probably.
That team has too much.
I think
too much.
They have a lot less than what the Clippers have, which is why.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that it's LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Well, I think that's the problem. But like, if they go off the court, they've no one to lead them. That's their problem. That's a different conversation. This state to AD. I think he's almost averaging 2 steals a game, so he's better on defense than LeBron is.
He's a monster.
You see, like the two of them together could be put in there as one pick.
Yeah.
For MVP, the two of them. No, I think because the two of them mixed. Like LeBron's obviously averaging a double now. He's probably his best year passing the ball because he's never had.
I love LeBron James.
He's never had an offensive player like AD. Like he had Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade stepped back when LeBron came. Chris Bosh stepped back when LeBron came. Kyrie had to step back slightly when LeBron came.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's had as a complete player as Anthony Davis. And I think Anthony Davis. I suppose I am saying is outshining him this year, but it's not in the bad as saying LeBron's not playing well. But I think the team relies more on Anthony Davis to clean up after him. Offensively, he's doing a lot more than I think LeBron James
I think the opposite then.
You just love it.
That's true. I do really. I'm probably biased towards LeBron.
Well, no,
James.
Because like I said, you can we had the conversation earlier. We knew it was going to be a Lakers. Like, which one do you pick? Yeah. And I felt like I had to pick one, not two. I didn't want to have 2 players from the same team in it. So like for me, I had LeBron in there first. Then when I thought to myself, who's better all around this year? I think it's AD. While LeBron obviously is playing point guard the other time, he's running the offense. Like he's getting AD the looks and stuff, but AD's still knocking him down. He's still playing defensively. He's still carrying defensively for me anyway.
And can I just say as well how nice it is that the Lakers are actually working?
No, it's not.
Like how many times do you put a guy like LeBron and Anthony Davis together and it just doesn't work? Like you make a superstar move like that.
Oh well, like Kobe Bryant and Karl Malone and back then.
A lot of things like that.
No, it is. They're. I think, but I still think it's a different conversation. They're not the favourites in the West, even though they're first seed. I think they're doing fine.
Interesting.
But I still think the Clippers are the best there. But yeah, he's my 4.
So my 3 is Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
God.
I was afraid you might not have him.
No, I had to put Kawhi in there.
Yeah.
For the games he actually played.
Absolute. Yeah, no, that's really annoying.
If he actually plays the full season ever again. He'll never win MVP because of that. Because he sits out games. He doesn't give a fuck anyway.
But he's absolutely dominant with the Clippers. Oh my god.
He hasn't lost a step whatsoever. He's gotten better.
He's a carry. Yeah, I think his points per season have gone, or points
they definitely
have gone up. He has 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
And almost 2 steals.
Yeah.
Defensively, it's never in question whatsoever.
Gold.
I think the only thing ever in question is if he wants to play, which is always a hard question to get. If he wants to play. Like, I understand this crap, but like...
And he's making Paul George look average as well.
Paul George does not do himself. Because I don't think the players see Paul George as the best player either, so... Like, I think they run the team a lot differently between them, so it's run through Kawhi. Yeah. That's the whole thing there. And Kawhi is a better player than Paul George.
Kawhi just has a bit of everything, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, like Paul George led the OKC last season over Russ, while this season he's gone to Russ's spot of below Kawhi.
Yeah.
Because Kawhi is, even though Paul George is great defensively, Kawhi's still a better defender. Kawhi's a better scorer. He's stronger than Paul George is. Yeah. Like Paul George either gets to the rack or he shoots the mid range. There's not really much else.
The things Kawhi does, like even when he's coming into the paint, it makes him look like he's about 7 foot fucking tall.
It does.
He's not that big.
6.
But he dominates people.
He does. Like big fellas don't want to. You can't. You see a lot of time he'll get bumped in the air and still finish it anyway.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing about him. People don't like. It's only the last since he went to the Raptors. People appreciated how good offensively he is. Yeah. Because obviously the Spurs, when all like Tim Duncan and all them left, he kind of became the man. Before he decided not to play, people were starting to see it. But I think last year carrying the Raptors, and this year now not carrying them, but being the best player on the team.
Yeah,
I think he's definitely shown how good he is offensively.
And it still freaks me out as well when he's just standing with the ball and he just has it in his hand and he goes like this. And I'm like, how are you not dropping it?
Yeah, it's like MJ back in the day. He's not MJ. But no, he's my 3 as well.
So my 2
LeBron James
is LeBron James.
Called it.
Because I think he runs the Lakers.
Wait, no, yeah.
And he's an old man who still eats people alive.
He's washed.
He's not washed, oh my god.
Washed king after 17 years. Give it a rest.
25 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 10.8 assists.
Must be sad for him. He's going to go to might go to the conference finals and lose this year. 17 years. Sure, yes, we calls the day. Oh, can't do it now. 17 years losing to Clippers.
When would we play them?
Conference finals.
Oh
You might be 1 and 2. You're 3 at the moment. 3 seed.
Yeah.
3 seed.
Yeah.
I think.
That'll be an interesting.
Yeah, you start the opposite ends.
But yeah, no, LeBron James just does not go down. His career is just dominating and leading everywhere he goes.
It's too bad he's washed.
Oh,
It's getting worse. I don't know what to say to you.
It's just a fact as well. I love watching his like passes all the way down the court that he just nails.
He has
So accurate.
he has one of the best court visions in history, and people don't really
scary.
It's like watching him and watching Rondo. He even has better. Like Rondo's gotten worse passing as he gets older, which is sad to say. But LeBron's gotten better passing going forward.
I mean, there are times where he needs to stop shooting the three because
He can't.
yeah,
It's never been his thing. Why is he starting to?
people leave him. It's because so many people just leave him wide open, so he just chucks it up, and sometimes.
But he has to. You're better take it than not take it, because otherwise, if people don't think you're gonna take it, and leave you open,
Yeah,
and then fuck
exactly.
off doing something else. But no, he is. I agree. He's not 2 for me, but he's definitely in there. Like I said, I had to pick between him and AD,
Yeah.
and I rathered AD for them. I think if you took LeBron out of the situation, you slotted a point guard in. Oh no, it's probably a stupid thing to say. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I take that back. That's too hot of a take for me to even say.
Jeez.
It's fine.
So you're number 2?
My 2 is. Well, we know who my number 2 is.
Do we?
Luka Doncic is my 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because our 1 is Giannis.
Because he's like a young LeBron James.
It's actually better than LeBron James at that age.
Okay.
He's only what, 20?
Stats wise, he's at LeBron James's level, but he's young.
But we're not even going to put him in the same conversation. It's too early for anyone to put anyone.
Stats wise.
Yes.
Just
well,
stats
stats
wise.
definitely, yeah, because the league has changed. But
Because
no,
they're both borderline triple doubles.
like I think he's carrying them to the playoffs. They won't make a run. There's definitely still a few pieces away from making a run at the playoffs because him and Porzingis need to figure out what's going on. I think that.
And this is only his second year in the league.
Which is ridiculous.
Yep.
Him and Trey. But that's why I don't people want to think. People can't think John is a better player than Trey Young. But this whole like argument for the rest of their life is going to be, oh, the Hawks should have taken Doncic and Doncic like this kind of crap. They're still happy with Trey Young. They're building around Trey Young a different way.
Yeah.
And Trey Young and the Hawks will get there. Trey Young was injured for a while. John Collins was suspended for 25 games.
Yeah.
So he's going to get there. So for now, it is
But
Doncic.
I think as well, Doncic is more of a like rare talent to bring in because it's more rare that you get someone
like
who
LeBron
dominate
James.
every stat than it is to get a hot shooter.
Nowadays, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
But since Curry and this
Because like,
elation of it.
Trey is a hot shooter. That's
what he is.
That's his like speciality. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't have much else
No, he's a teen
to
team.
pass to, does he?
But no, even then, well, he does like he is a good facilitator, and like he's like he has like they're going to get better. Just they need a full season because like Trey's getting injured. Like say Collins is was suspended, so they need to get like they need to get a good center. They have good pieces.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
Doncic,
still working.
Yeah, like I think Doncic is a better all-round player than Trey Young is. So that's why obviously he's in the MVP race before Trey Young is.
Yeah.
Because if the likes of the number 1 obviously is Giannis because he's the most dominant, he's going to win it again.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win it again, it's ridiculous. But Luka is going to will his team to the playoffs again.
Yeah.
And like at the age of whatever fucking age he's like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Because he's only in league 2 years. Like
it's ridiculous to think that he's this good this early.
yeah, like he got even so much better from last year. He's still almost averaging 20 triple double last season. That's his rookie season. Like he's just offensively perfect, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
But he's still not. There's still no one in the league that's passing Giannis.
Yeah.
Because Giannis is averaging 30 points. He's averaging almost 14, 15 rebounds.
Yeah, the man's terrifying.
Yeah, he's blocking. He's good defensively. He started shooting 3 this year. He's obviously some games.
Yeah.
A lot of games is going like 1 of 7.
And what's the team
2 of 8.
record you have for Tony?
They're like 42 and something. They're the first
I thought
seed.
they were
I
even
know.
more than that.
They could be. I know they're the first seed.
They have like what, 6-7 losses?
They're 46 and 8.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And they're.
And I mean, literally
6
all
games.
they've done is they've taken Giannis and they've surrounded him with shooters.
Yeah.
Because that's all you need to do. Because he's that good.
And Brook Lopez is a wall out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that's like.
And as much as I hate on Chris Middleton, he's a great piece to have around your All-Star, your MVP.
Yeah.
Because Chris Middleton's not an All-Star, but he's good defensively, he's a good shooter.
He's a good shooter, yeah.
They have Brook Lopez, they have...
I mean, that team's literally
Eric
full
Bledsoe.
of just
Giannis
solid
and
people
Peace.
who can shoot the ball. Brook Lopez, who blocks everyone for some reason
And can shoot the ball.
nowadays.
And can shoot the ball.
And then Giannis.
Yeah, But like there's no one like. I still don't think they're bench depth and all this kind of stuff. I still think the Clippers are the favourites for the finals and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they're the favourites for the title. Bar Kawhi gets somehow injured from playing 12 games in regular season. But they're by far the best in the East. The Raptors obviously made that, like as we're recording this, they made that 15 game win streak, but they're still not. The only thing is, could their playoff experience from last season help them knock off the Bucks? Is the only thing that could happen.
Well, Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's up. That's up for.
I don't know though. How do you stop Giannis?
And that's the whole thing. That's why he's the MVP, because like it's like when LeBron was like LeBron's obviously slowed down a bit, he's relaxed.
Yeah.
But like Giannis is the way LeBron was. He's the most, by far the most dominant in the league. There's no, you can't stop him in the paint no matter what. And now he's slowly getting better at shooting the ball.
Yeah.
Like it's once he gets to three, properly gets to three, it's completely over.
Yeah, which he already has a pretty solid three.
Yeah, like he goes like, but the best thing is like he's not like Simmons. Simmons doesn't shoot them, so like he's left wide open. Like that's what I mean. He needs, but once he gets inside the arc, he shoots the ball fine.
Yeah.
He just take the threes. Is what Giannis does. Giannis like, I'll just take the three.
Yeah.
It's there.
I mean, it's practice.
It might go in.
So.
Exactly, because they're up 40 by the time he comes out.
That's
anyway.
true.
He's averaging 30 points in like 30 minutes. So like,
he
barely has to play because they're so far ahead.
Ridiculous.
And that's why it's not even an argument that he's the MVP.
He's a Greek freak for a reason, because he's a goddamn freak.
He's a human freak, is what he is. Not even Greek, so even where he is, makes no sense what he does. So yeah.
So that's our top 5. I don't think anybody can disagree that Giannis is number 1.
No. The rest are definitely what Laker. Tell us what Laker you'd put in, AD or LeBron. And
would you make an argument for James Harden?
No.
To crack the top 5?
No, fuck him.
Damian Lillard's just better.
Damian Lillard's it's not even conversation. I don't want to.
They're the same. That's the only person you'd replace is Damian Lillard with James Harden, and you just can't. Damian's just better.
This is the Damian Lillard YouTube page and not a James Harden YouTube page. So I'm sorry if you're from Houston or a Houston fan or if you got a big beard. We're not here for James Harden, boys.
But yeah, thank you for watching in.
Yes, thank you very much. We should be back
soon
with some football videos rather. And I've actually thought of some ideas for some soccer videos that I will be doing now, so might actually branch out, just in different sports. Yeah.
So subscribe, because we upload weekly at least. So
because we're actually consistent nowadays.
Yeah, so you might as well keep around it. So thank you
guys for watching.
Peace out.
Bye.